Alright, blue-black Kefnet. This was a build-around request to build a mid-range / control deck with this card in it. So one of the things I've done here is that Kefnet kind of turns on a lot of removal for the opponents. So I've included Thief of Sanity as an additional card to demand removal out of the opponents. Of course, Rainier, thanks for the 9 months, the very generous tier 2 resub. Welcome back. So I've made sure to include a variety of instants and sorceries like Enter the God-Eternal, Chemister's Insight, and Commence the Endgame that are useful with Kefnet, being able to make copies of them. We've got Ugin here at the top end, as well as Blast Zone in the mana base to give us the flexibility that blue-black normally lacks to deal with problem permanents like enchantments and a lot of artifacts that have colors. So let's go ahead and dive on into some matches and see how this feels. You seem to be higher on Ugin than most streamers. Why do you think he's good? I think Ugin is very good for one reason. Two reasons. I'm going to give you two. One, his -3 allows you to deal with permanents that the colors that your deck is playing normally can't deal with. So in this deck, for instance, it's a blue-black card that lets me deal with artifacts. There's 2 Narsets in my main deck BDP and a 3rd in my sideboard. Get out of my house. The second reason I think Ugin is very good is because he is card advantage while also giving you board presence simultaneously. The Nug Jug, thank you for the 8-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Blast Zone not killing tokens on 0 is very intentional. That is a very intentional inclusion on their part. Yeah, tier 3s can do standard build rounds. Oh, that's 1 card too soon. If we'd have hit this next turn, we'd have gotten to copy it. Decline. Alright. Bye, friends. Is it worth dealing 4 to take 3? Alright, easy game. They're probably a deck where Ritual is great since they just conceded to it, so let's bring that in. Contempt seems good. I don't know if Moment's good or not. I guess they have both Growth Chamber Guardian and like Incubation Druid and stuff, so maybe these Moments are good. Enter the God-Eternals might be a little bit slow. They're also not super aggressive, so like the life gain's not very relevant. They probably have a lot of creatures, which means they're going to be able to pressure my Narset somewhat consistently, so I probably don't want this. I don't think they likely don't have many things that stopping them from drawing does much against. Just gonna put a cast down back in. This is fine. This is a card. I'm gonna trim this and put 1 more of these in. This is a card. Tyrant's Scorn is a card that I've been very high on in this format. It always felt like the floor on Narset is actually fairly low. Completely disagree. I think you mean the floor is high. So she's even at her worst, she's still pretty good. Yeah, the reason why Narset is great because even when her static text isn't good, she's still like this sweet divination. Oh, did I not update the deck? I thought I updated the deck. Did I not? I totally didn't. Let's kill this right away before he phones a friend. This is a life lesson for my opponent on always draw a card with your Teferi.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
My preferred means of interaction is yelling out card names and getting timed out. God bless. Alright, looks like our opponent's just gonna get magicked out of this one. They play a Saheeli, Baby Krasis, I play Ugin, I kill this, I hit them with these. Alright, so begins the slow climb to the top. Could Discovery Dispersal be good for setting up draws with Kefnet? Maybe. I don't know. I guess the Dispersal half is kind of cute when you draw with Kefnet. The problem is that in order to set up a draw for Kefnet with Discovery Dispersal, you have to be keeping both cards, which I think makes it not good enough. Actually, if anything, I think I'd rather play Opt if I wanted to try and set up Kefnet, because Opt lets me trigger Kefnet on my opponent's turn, which is sweet. Maybe Chalky, if there's a good Aristocrats deck in the format, it might very well involve Spark Harvest. You think my opponent's hand is good? You think it's still going to be good 3 turns from now? Let's find out. Yikes. All right. I think I'm going to bin that. I think I'm digging for a Ritual of Soot here. With 1/1 for each loyalty, whatever one or more loyalty counters are put on that. All right, so this just dies to Doomblade, right? So let's get rid of that one. We got you, Wolfie. How do you like being punched in the face? Does it feel good? Do I want to kill this? I think I do. I think I'm going to kill this. And then next turn I can play Blast Zone and then crank it up and kill their 2 druids. And if they hit a land here, I just contempt their stupid Hydra. Although that's an Ugin, so I don't want to sacrifice a land now. I didn't kill the Druid, chat, because these are both 2-drops, which means Blast Zone kills both of them. So I could set up the Blast Zone to 2-for-1 them here. It leaves them something with more power for a little bit, but I think it's a worthwhile exchange. Like, is the 1 more power that meaningful? And again, just showing the power of Ugin, he both simultaneously adds board position to me while also threatening to generate card advantage if anything happens to that board position. So he just taxes your opponent's resources in 2 different ways. He's very good. I think this card could single-handedly make these 2-color control decks reasonable. Because previously, you just didn't have enough flexible answers, and now we do.
Curious tactic.
Yeah, the fact that his passive has no text just doesn't matter. His passive is basically just no text. He's just up and down. Yeah, and dealing with troublesome things at 6 mana is much better than 8, right? One of the things I think especially newer players and people coming over from Hearthstone don't get is 8 mana in Magic is a lot more than 6. Because it isn't like Hearthstone where you passively get an extra card every turn, right? In Magic, you have to draw resources to get those extra cards to happen. I was at work and couldn't donate during Circum, but I made this poem. Shock costs 1 mana, Lightning Strike costs 2. Hey, sexy Sarkin, what's that down tick do? Can you put these turns by tier 3 sub deck I'm submitting tonight? Yeah, definitely, Wiggles. Wiggles, when you submit your tier 3 deck, can you remind me? Can you put in the comment that you tier bits for it too? Have I also mentioned that I really like Commence the Endgame? I think that card's sweet. Oh, speaking of sweet, that's pretty good. JK. JK, lol. JK, just Ugining. JK, Ugin it.
Something smells fishy here.
Sure. You know what's also great about Thief of Sanity? Thief of Sanity gets rid of gods permanently because he bins them. Hey, Elvin, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. All right, so what are they doing? Ritual of Soot seems good again. Cast Down seems good. They had a giant fat monster that didn't do that. Dreadhorde Invasion. I think I mostly want this card to pressure other control decks. What do you think about Disdainful Stroke? Is that a card I'm going to be able to hold up with some consistency? Probably. I also see Contempt being okay. They likely have a variety of Planeswalkers. Enter the God Eternals once again seems like it's probably a little bit slow. How do we feel about Narset? I feel like Narset could be okay. The question about Narset in a matchup like this is how often do I think I'm going to be able to protect her from their board presence? I feel like there's a chance they might pressure her out of the game too often. Maybe I'll leave in 1. I think I want this last Contempt though. Yeah, Stroke for the Gods is good. Yeah, we'll leave in 1 Narset. I don't think she's good enough that I ever want to get stuck with 2 in my hand, but like post Ritual of Soot, she's probably reasonable. Yeah, that's true. Narset's passive does shut off QR's passive. And they probably have Hydroid Crisis in their deck, right? Like feels like they're playing blue-green mush. There's probably Hydroid Crisis lurking. Yeah, it's pretty good. Kazrock, thank you for the 13 months. Welcome back. My water's trying to kill me. No, Turkey Sloth. In the 2 games against mid-range decks that we've played so far, we have boarded out Enter the God Eternals twice. It is not a card that's good against mid-range. Alright. I guess that's a threat that Ugin can't kill. And Obnix's Cruelty doesn't kill it either. I think I'm gonna take Atraxos. I think. Yeah, that missed land drop there probably means they're dead. Do they have enough spells to untap it? They certainly think they do. I love the sound effect on this card. Just like... when you play the land out. Carnage. Carnage Tyrant seems like it's potentially a real problem for us. A lot of the uncommon planeswalkers are much better than I was expecting them to be, Andrew.
Secrets manifest before you.
This is kind of funny with Kiora. This is match 2, game 2.
You can't stop.
I guess I could have stroked that. I don't know. I have Contempt. I'm gonna Obnict the Traxos and then Contempt the Vraska. This gets me my Thief of Sanity here too. Yeah, I think we're solidly into garbage time at this point. I was only playing Magic very casually back in 2007, so, like most casual Magic players, I was super excited about Planeswalkers to exist. We won the first match. Doesn't really matter anymore. I think this person was playing Esper when we played them earlier. Seems pretty good regardless of what they're playing. Got a good mix-up. Thought Erasure is just generically good, and these things are good in a variety of spots. Sounds good, dude. Light. Have a safe trip. Perfect. Ritual of Soot. Probably not going to be particularly useful here. They could be a Saheeli deck. I have Saheeli. It could be. Otherwise, we'll have Chemister's Insight to ditch the Soot later.
Might be a bad idea. protect you.
For people wondering why I did that when I did, Teferi says I can only play cards at sorcery speed.
No, I am not making this up as I go. I know more than you could learn in 1,000 lives.
Do I want to just plus this? Do I want to just plus this? If I down tick, they can play a spell and then hit Ugin. The little Teferi's like really annoying. Yeah, I think I just want to uptick actually. Yeah, I can always do it later, right?
Beyond vision. Let's try this. Secrets manifest before you. It's only a
Their hand does not seem particularly good. I think I'm just going to pass here. Or do I play Thief out? I'm just going to pass. I feel like they're probably sitting on a bunch of removal, right? So playing this out feels like just throwing it away. Yeah, that would make sense, right? Their hand's just like a bunch of removal spells.
I have faced worse than the likes of you.
Maybe one Sprite Star.
Are you certain of your decision?
We played a build of Saheeli Drakes that was not good.
Must accept defeat.
past
now.
is unwritten.
I'm going to mill myself here because there's Chemister's Insights in my deck that I can hit.
Please stop.
Please stop.
If you wish to keep an open mind,
Deal. Sweet. And now we can spot check before we deploy Thief.
How convenient. An excellent choice.
That's true. I like that. That's a good observation. Good contrast between Karn in the last deck and Chemister's Insight in this one.
after my victory,
Wow, they are unlucky. So they've just been drawing straight bricks.
Do not pity me.
with thoughtfulness before action.
Ether itself serves.
One of the things that's really sweet that I'd like to point out here is that Tyrant Scorn has been really excellent for me because not only is it a removal spell, but against other control decks, you can use it to bounce your Thief to protect it, which is nice. Oh, they can't draw because of Narset. Small mistake there on their part. They really just needed more action that game. Alright, so Narset's great. Negate's great. Vraska's Contempt is great. Spyglass sounds... They definitely have planeswalkers we don't have, right? So Spyglass sounds good. I don't think I want to board an extra Ritual of Soots, but I feel like the two that I have are probably worth keeping. They probably don't have a lot of creatures, so we can trim the Scorns. Disdainful Stroke might be okay. I wonder if this is good enough against Saheeli. I guess I could probably keep the board clear a lot of the time. For control decks, how many Narset would you main board? Probably 2. I've got 2 in the main deck of this, and I think that's a good number. I think I'm gonna bring in 1 Stroke. They have a lot of planeswalkers that are cheaper than 4, but they also have plenty that are above. Yeah, the glowing red nose definitely have a lot of like, oh, right moments. It's like that does the thing. Alright, yeah, this hand's pretty reasonable. I get to have Negate on 2 for their 3-mana Planeswalker, untap, play Thief. Or Thought Erasure into Thief now. Alright, so do I want to Erasure here, or do I want to just hold up Negate? I think I want to just hold up Negate. Johnny Chaos, thank you for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I think Negate and Duress are significantly better against... I think Negate and Duress are significantly better against Reclamation decks than Duress is, because you want to be stopping them when they use their mana, not proactively necessarily. So, because I have a bunch of discard spells in my main deck, I'm favoring playing not discard spells in my sideboard, basically. Unbanned Twin, thanks for the 16 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. So if I Thought Erasure here, it's not terribly resource efficient. Do I want to just jam the God-Eternal? I think I might actually. I guess I'm also missing a black source though, so like I can't cast my Contempts and stuff like that. There might be appeal to like waiting to Thought Erasure. Or like opting. I could like play second Thief plus opt here. I'm gonna do that actually. Because they didn't have an answer to this first one. And I think if they had a Solar Blaze or something like that, they would have 1-for-1'd it there, because Thief is that good. How have I liked new standards? What's going on, Prince Tape? Standard's got a lot of sweet ones in it. Still trying to figure out exactly what mix of stuff I like, but the uncommon and rare Planeswalkers have really impressed me with how good they are. I think I just have to bottom this. Like, these are drawing spells off their deck probably, so I want to just dig for lands here. It's like looking for counter spells off their deck, basically. Man, they have gotten mercilessly flooded in all of these games. All right. Yep. I guess I should have taken a shock, huh? We did not get to Black White Aristocrats earlier today. That one's a little bit further down in the queue still. Oh, this is gross.
I'm known for my excellent timing. That's more like it.
Yoink. This card's really good.
Now what?
I mean, it's not really a 2-for-1 even, right? Because, like, Teferi drew a card.
Right on schedule.
I agree. They've perfected in this set, it feels like, the ability of designing planeswalkers that are good but don't win the game on their own. I guess that shock was lethal next turn. I just didn't want my Teferi to die. If I commence the end game, does it count the cards over here too? I feel like it should. Yeah, those were some tough beats, Waterboy. You flooded. You flooded pretty hard in both of those. Good luck in the rest of your ladder matches today. Am I a beer drinker? I am not. If I am gonna consume alcohol, it better have a high. If an alcohol is something I like, it can usually disguise itself as candy. Flux Chandler and a Saheeli. I don't know what Flux Chandler does. Role Reversal's sweet. Role Reversal. This hand's really bad against an aggro deck, but if we hit my third land on the play against mid-range and control, Double Thief is great. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Proliferate. I feel like that card's just too low quality. Generally speaking, cards that are low power level but highly synergistic tend to not be very good in Standard. Not only does Role Reversal let you switch tokens for good creatures, but Role Reversal also lets you switch your Planeswalkers that you down-ticked and can't use anymore for their busted Planeswalker. You can swap a land for Azcanta. That's awesome. Alright, this hand is not stellar against red decks, but I am excited to play against a red deck to see how the matchup feels. Huh. Did I just play this and try and hit a removal spell? I think I do.
I know idiots when I know just the trick for this.
Brutal. I think I'm taking that. Because if I hit a land next turn and Contempt, and then I miss a land, I want to Insight to enter the God-Eternals. If I hit running lands here, we could do this into this, and then we could maybe stabilize. You've seen Allie's Jeskai Prison deck. I did not, Spit Dart. I hosted him the other night, but I did not get a chance to watch a whole lot. Wow, they're leaving Narset alone. Are they just going to, like, Lightning Strike her? Yeah, I think Thief is pretty likely to die, so I think sticking the Narset here is better. We do have one Dimir Guildgate in our deck, that's true. Untapped land. Untapped land. Untapped land. Alright, that's a Tyrant Scorn. As far as, like, not untapped land draws go, that's towards the top. That's a Moment of Craving. So they missed a land drop. So this kills this. And then, like, I have gain 8 in my hand here. The question is, will I hit lands to get there to use it?
I was not prepared for this.
Going down to 8. Untapped land. Untapped land. Ding, ding, ding. I mean, they don't really care about Narset, right? Like, it let me draw a card, but they just want to ignore her and deal damage. Just like faces the place. Face, 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 face. Yep. I want to mill myself because I could mill Chemister's insights. I also don't want to mill them because they could hit risk factors. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, someone was asking earlier, is this card good because we keep boarding it out? I was like, you want this card? Wow, that's good for us. Untapped land. Untapped land. Oh, baby. Nothing to see here. No plays. Just very unlucky. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Thunk. How you doing? Coffees for closers, chat. Coffees for closers. God, Invasion would be the stone cold nuts here, huh? It's like couldn't lose. And now I just pass, because if they try to kill me with 2 burn spells, I Vraska's Contempt my own thing, and then untap and kill them. We should have revealed Ugin to flex. Kefnet's probably pretty good in this matchup, huh? Narset and Thief of Sanity are very bad. Some more of these. Negate's probably fine. I'm not a huge fan of Ritualists, so I'm going to bring in the Negates. It's actually pretty clean, huh? Man. It's always, I can always, like, tell when I built the deck when we go to sideboarding. It's just like, all of these things slide in and all of these things slide out. Weird. Weird. I think I like that configuration. Ugin's important to keep in because he kills Experimental Frenzy. And that's a way they can steal games from us. Now, I'm really not a big fan of Ritual in this matchup. Ugin's important for flexing, right? So, Invasion is a card that can lock the game up after we amass with either Enter or Commence the Endgame. So remember, it's really not good to play early and lose a bunch of life with, but once we already have a big token, we can play it, give it lifelink and attack right away. Yikes. Mana bases. I also don't think any of the cards in my sideboard are that much better than it. Maybe you could argue that some Narset are okay to keep. Because, like, Narset was very good in that game, right? Like, she found us life gain spells. So I could see that. Alright. London mulligans falling down, falling down, falling down. London mulligans falling down. Do 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 do. What's a good Esper deck these days? Yeah, pretty much, Eugene. I've heard some people grumbling that Esper Hero is very good. Man, it sucks that there are only 4 shock lands in our deck, which, like, had 2 of them to start. Light 'em up. They're on fire. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Do, 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 do. There might be merit to jamming this here, but I think they're pretty likely to shock me. Just gonna go ahead and kill this dude and keep my health total high. If they, like, jam Frenzy here, I could be in trouble. Wizard's Lightning is punishment for not jamming this right away. It's very possible I should have. Yeah. Okay, so I gave them a bunch of free mana. That's a pretty big mistake. It's funny too, because I like frequently talk about we need to jam to play around that. Now this is gonna brick. Oh, I got a lightning strike. Deal. Land. Alright, so we're at 10. If they don't stick Frenzy here, we're in a good spot. So like, now I have both of these up, and then I have this eventually. If we hit a 4th land, we're gonna find more. Resub to watch Jeff flex on camera. Mike the Mailman. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Welcome back. I'm just going to pass here. I don't think it's worth surveilling one to, like, get frenzied. This is, read more about this match later in my memoirs, 26 lands later. Hey, Draculard, thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Yep. Land, please. Alright, well, I mean, as far as, like, non-land draws go there, that was towards the top. Don't frenzy me, please. At least they're flooded, I guess. Alright, sweet. I think it's important that my land drops here. Just let that happen. Hey, look, we want to play that one, right? That's the one. That's the one I want to put into play. I wonder if it's right to take a hit from that so I can enter the God-Eternal's hit. I can see that being the case. Alright, let's get closing.
We are but motes in a vast fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
Alright, this game's over. Sub to let you know that smashing Esper control the face with 4/4 dragons has been a special kind of fun. Thanks, Shadowfang. Glad you're enjoying it. Banefire says this game isn't over yet. That's fair. It'll be over next turn. If they don't draw Banefire this turn, the game's over. This is their one window to Bane. Actually, they can't even Banefire me, right? I'm at 9. Can't even Banefire me. Get out of here. This deck felt great. Do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I think we're in deck of the day territory. It took 8 hours to get there, but I think we've landed in deck of the day territory. Sometimes it takes a while, but we have finally drunkenly staggered our way into Deck of the Day territory. I mean, Mono Red didn't flood in the first game and we beat them pretty handily, and we stumbled that game. So like, it's not like everything went perfect for us. Did we switch our sleeves to get this win rate? Good call. Why should Kefnet be replaced with something else, T-Dub? Explain. Don't expect me to validate what you're saying. Instead, validate it to me. Tell me why what you're saying is correct. How badly do you need a land? Not badly, huh? Alright, what you got? Chupacabra. I'm looking for a land, I think. Looking for a black source. Alright, cast Phage the Untouchable. Oh, I guess they have cast down. That's not a big deal, right? I get to play this next turn. Think it's still right to take the Chupacabra. I don't know, I guess they have Find. 6 in one hand, half dozen on the other. Black Source here would be sweet. This is my 4/5. Jiff Fish with the 5-month resub. Thank you for that. Welcome back. I've been very impressed with Enter the God Eternals. Come on, Black Source. Come on, Black Source. Come on, Black Source. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hi, friends. Thunk. Love tap, baby, love tap, baby, baby, love tap, baby, love tap, love tap, baby. Do 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 do. Who was it that wanted to cut Kefnet again? Would you like to talk? Would you like to talk to my favorite Pharaoh God? My favorite zombie god? Can we have a Jeff karaoke stream sometime? Maybe. Kefnet's looking for some coffee here, that's for certain. Do you think they regret keeping this Find and not digging for a land earlier this game? I hope they do. I hope that's sad. Bye, Felicia. Ais, thank you for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Can we create a donation queue for songs for Jeff to butcher? Rude. I'm gonna put this up to 2 or up to 3. I'm in for a Jeff Twitch Sig stream, maybe. So if I play this, I get back to my Kefnet next turn, which is sweet. Yeah, I think so, Snap Bolt Snap. I think I want to head this in a direction that answers Planeswalkers right away. For a full T-Swift stream. Maybe, you know, people have been making the when are you doing an album joke for a long time. It might happen at some point, chat. I don't half-ass things, I only full-ass them, so if we do it, it's gonna get done up right, okay? Gosh, is this deck good? Hopefully we queue into Reclamation next so we can see how it feels against that. That's the real question, right? Like, how does it feel against Wilderness Reclamation? Oh, you know what? I should have crueltied that so they couldn't bring it back. If they bring it back, is it even that good? Probably not. Spit with the $3 tip. Thanks for the support. Deathrite died. Sure. Good. Excellent. I'm glad you concluded the same thing I did. Alright, Ritual of Soot is great in this matchup. Contempt is good. I don't think Eldritch Reborn is very good. I don't think Spyglass is good. Disdainful Stroke is fine. Moment of Craving is not fantastic. I think Dreadhorde Invasion. Dreadhorde Invasion's probably not good enough. Enter the God-Eternal is probably not necessary either. I think Obnyx's Cruelty is fine. I think I'm in for Narset because she shuts down. She's a little bit hard to defend though, huh? Might go down to 1 again. Bring in a couple of cast out. Excuse me. Just try and not die to the early pressure. This seems pretty reasonable. I think I like what we have going on here. Yeah. I think the plan is like just try and slog through the crisis with my own card advantage, but that might not always be an option. I don't think Narset does not impact the Explore creature, I don't believe. Wait, does she? I don't actually know. What does the rules text explain Explore? I think it puts them in your hand, right? This is fine. They did play a blue land. They definitely had a blue land last game. Explorer's not drawing. Okay, I didn't think so, but thank you for confirming. Can we talk about how great this card is again, by the way? Really want to draw an untapped blue source next turn so we can stick Narset on an empty board here. Opponent learned their lesson about being greedy. Is there a downside for bleeding purple? Nope. Nope. It's just people, I should plug it more. If you are cheering on this stream or any others, you should use the bleed purple cheer. It just gives the streamer 10% more stuff. So I've been bad about advertising that. Yeah, I technically should have played Blast Zone there. 10 out of 10. We didn't get punished, so they gave us something to kill, but I definitely should have played this in case they didn't. I didn't just jam this because they have Vivian Reed. Do you have a 5th land? This will be very telling. Wow, they don't. Sweet. I don't know offhand. Alright, no gamble, no future. Feels bad that we're missing lands too. Feels bad that we're missing colors. I really wish I could just like play Narset here and down tick her. Wow, that's good for us. Wonder if they have like a cast down or a trophy and they're hoping to hit a land to play it. Alright, there's some lands. Do you have a 2-mana removal spell? You do. Gross. That is a heck of a 2-mana removal spell. Thanks for the big factor. I like their gamble there. They've missed lands for so long that, like, trying to get a double spell turn there instead of just killing my thing is probably good.
Beasts are much more. No one
Let this resolve before I contempt. Yeah, Carnage Tyrant could be a real, seems like a real problem for our deck.
I've seen worse.
Don't really have good answers to it, huh? I guess that's kind of an answer. They have Find, gross. I think we're dead here. Do other people sometimes lag behind after subbing? That's usually a bandwidth thing, not related to the sub necessarily. I'm gonna go ahead and concede. I think we can win from here. What are answers to Carnage Tyrant I can play in just straight blue-black? Probably, it's like just Death Touch creatures, right? Eldest Reborn, like, isn't a great answer to it because they tend to have a lot of other miscellaneous creatures. I did miss it. What do we got, Scholar? You are welcome to cut that in, Scholar. Big Kaya. Big Kaya, that's the answer. That's the answer. Big Kaya sounds like a great answer. I'm gonna put a Big Kaya in the board. Detection Tower sounds like poop. Big Kaya exiles two things, right? Because, like, and that's the key, is you want to play cards that are, like, otherwise good. I could also see Night Veil Predator being a good card, too. Liliana does not guaranteed kill it. The opponent's deck has Explore creatures, and Krasis, and Elves, and, like, all these other miscellaneous creatures. And, like, maybe with Ritual of Soot, we can have it be good enough, but a lot of the time it's just not going to be good enough. Oh, Orzhov Enforcer. Enforcer's not a bad suggestion either. I forgot about that one. I like the idea of Enforcer a lot. Wow, do they just have nothing? He's gonna get hit by Fade Shear. That seems good. That one, please. Consume costs white mana. Otherwise, I would agree Consume's a good answer. Alright, so this game should be pretty over. I guess our hand is pretty bad. But, like, at the same time here, like, we're, like, impulsing off their deck every turn. Well, I don't want to play super specific games. I agree that Carnage Tyrant isn't super prevalent, and I don't want to play narrow specific answers. I agree with that assessment. But at the same time, I do want something that's a good, clean answer. Thank you for your support, Scholar. I appreciate it. Welcome back. I guess I just want to do this, huh? I guess I just want to do this, and I'll play their Jade Light Ranger. What are we calling this? Ral Finale? I think I'm just looking for more threats. I should have waited to play my land. Playing Blaststone there could have been good. Rude. Now they get a removal spell for this. If they have a removal spell for this, and then they kill this as well, and they have a counter spell for this, we could be in a lot of trouble here. The pride cometh before the fall. Yep. Yeah, if they hit like Carnity at this point, we're in trouble. Maybe I'm supposed to hold the Liliana because of that. I just like don't have anything else going on. I could have like played Field of Ruin to just field them off their Memorial. That's true. Blast Zone does answer it moderately quickly. When I took this Carnage Tyrant, or this Jade Light Ranger, instead of taking the other Contempt, that might have been wrong too. I felt like I was in a position to kind of be aggressive, but then like, we just didn't draw any spells and they picked apart the board we had. Yep. I mean, the fact that this is their best play this turn seems to bode well for me. I'm really looking for like an Ugin or something to pull me ahead here. Commence the Endgame would be good too. So another Memorial to Folly, gross. Although I did exile there. Alright, deal. I did exile their Croesus, right? So this makes my Commence token 1 smaller here, but it means I can put a counter on my Blast Zone, which I think is meaningful. Like a 4/4 is fine on this board. Yep. I guess we could possibly get to a point. Discovery Dispersal. That's true, actually. That's a card we talked a little bit about earlier. Those are some good hits. Heartbeat. Thank you for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your weekend. Thanks for keeping me employed here. I like the idea of Discovery Dispersal. Maybe I should try and fit that card in here. Start cranking this up. This is perfect because it lets me clear the way through a counterspell. Before we dive in with the Ugin. Wow. Wow, that's... Alright, yep. That can stay there. And then this actually kills Croesus plus this, which is sweet. Yeah, Discovery Dispersal is good with Kefnet too. It's flexible when you reveal it. Found your stream a couple of days ago and I enjoy it. Keep it up. Well, thanks for keeping me here. Your subs like that help me keep it up. Well, that's a Commence the Endgame. So if I blow this up, I can smack them. I think that's good. And I could Commence the Endgame without playing a land tier, which I think is good as well. So I want another 4/4. Oh, it bounces Reclamation too. That's sweet. Oh, right. I need, thank you for the reminder. It doesn't make another one, it makes this bigger. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I definitely had that messed up in my head. Are they dead? Are they dead? They're at 13. This is +5, 9, 11. We're so close to killing them. Right on time, Narset. Welcome to the party. Can you put this towards the Shadow Zoo deck? Will do, Tino. Thanks for the support. Man, that's a lot of stuff. That's a trophy, a Vraska, a Negate. think I take the trophy because it's their most resource efficient card. Alright, alright. That one. That one. That one. Man, we are dismantling them.
I can create or destroy.
Alright, cooking with gas, cooking with gas. We've not played against Esper yet. They have 12 yet. This is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 12. Okay. So they can double 6-drop here. But if they go double Dino, they have to chump block my 9/9. And if they don't go double Dino, I get to Disdainful Stroke the Vraska. Thank you for the very generous tier 2 resub Hollow Knights. I appreciate that. So keep it around. Have you had any good new Bolas decks this season? Not yet. I mean, okay, wait. No, they're dead, right? Unless they have an elf. So they get to kill that. Oh, no, wait. They're dead, right? This leaves them dead on board. Because Ugin's a removal spell, and I have a 2/2. Or just dead on board. Oh. Oh, the treasure gave them the extra one. Yikes. Okay. Alright, we have a game.
Keep an open mind.
We have a game.
Secrets manifest before you.
Your days are numbered.
Am I supposed to Ugin and make another 2/2? At least I'm catching a live one that isn't right before you sign off this time. Asking for some more green-black Citadel. Will do, Duntix. I think I second Ugin. Well, if I second Ugin chat, they have enough to Carnage Tyrant for 6, and then use this and replay an Explore creature. Yeah, the fact that they have Memorial means it's not actually lethal on board. It does prevent them from attacking my Planeswalkers, though, which is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
My presence alone will guide you towards victory.
They do have a Chupacabra in the bin.
Serves me.
Pretty sure, yeah. But if they Chupacabra, they still can't attack me. Because they can't Memorial, Chupacabra, and play Carnage Tyrant. Oh, yeah, Ugin can kill the Explore creature. Yeah, it's been good back and forth. That Duress, they rip save them. I kind of feel like I want to try a couple Nightveil Predator. That was a deck a card I liked in Blue-Black last season. And it's like really good against Carnage Tyrant. It's really flipping hard to kill for a lot of people. It's like 3/3 hexproof flying. They could pick Krasis back up here to gain life. They don't draw cards though. This only gains them 3, right? So Krasis still leaves them dead on board. Because I Ugin, shoot the Krasis, and then attack for 6. And they block 1. And take 4. No, they go to 1. Okay, so Krasis means they don't die here. Krasis means they can live at 1. But they don't get to gas up and find any more answers with it because Narset's sitting here just like, no, no, no. Liliana. It might be right to just play Liliana. She is a double edict. I could see that. We should probably try some of her. I have an Eldest Reborn in the sideboard right now. That could be better as Liliana. Maybe we'll fit 2 of her in here. I think that's probably the answer. I haven't been super impressed with, that's lethal, right? Sweet. I've not been super impressed with, the Dreadhorde invasion. So you guys are deck Mobilize, Distinct, over Field of Ruin, and even Blast Zone. The cards overperform for me next 4. I don't have that many walkers though, Zach. Like I only have 3 Ugins and 2 Narsets. Like it's not that many. Oh, that's the wrong deck. It's like that's an ugly bad deck. I'm gonna cut these. Do I want like one more removal spell at the bottom? I could play like a Miser Discovery to be cheeky. I could play another Scorn. Scorn's a card I've been really happy with. I could just play a couple Orzhov Enforcer. That card is just like a generically good card that like also happens to be good against Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, Liliana plus Ugin definitely has some synergy. I kind of feel like I want to round out another piece of 2-mana removal at the bottom. Scorn. Scorn's sweet because it can, like, pick my Thief of Sanities back up in the control matchup, so it's not a card that's just, like, it's a card that's not fully dead against Esper, which is nice. I don't think I want an Azcanta. I really don't want... I want these Spyglasses to be able to easily name, freely name flipped Azcantas. Phoenix really sucks to play against. I think I want 4 ways to exile Phoenix. I think I'm just going to round out with the extra Scorn. This is a card I've been impressed with. Must be purchased from a bundle. Let's try that. Let's get her in here. Phoenix is really good. So, I agree with you that Duress is better against Esper than Counterspells are. However, in my experience playing, Counterspells tend to be much better than discard against the Reclamation decks, which is why I have those in the sideboard. Sweet. Esper matchup. Let's do it. Doom Whisperer is still legal, but I don't think it's very good. I don't think it was good last season. I think it's less good now. Yay, Tyrant Scorn. Kill that one. Kill it with fire! Or in this case, Scorn. One of the two. Sure. Punch you back. I have plenty of lands that are just like not useful in my hand. They can keep Bellhaunt. I want to get rid of this, that way I can like play a Kefnet or a Thief later. I do not have a jug of tea I'm drinking from today, no. That's really rude. As a super opponent cleverly leaving their good card on top of their deck. I think we're just dead here. I guess we're not just dead, but probably dead. We get like a Contempt next turn, I suppose. Contempt would be good. Courier, thanks for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. It's not very good at this point. They're gonna get hero back. I'm gonna get like vetoed and cry myself to sleep.
Recklessness and fear. The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
Brutal. Liliana's single Single target edict effects are not good against Carnage Tyrant because the decks that play Carnage Tyrant have lots of small creatures.
I am all I need for blood.
You guys want to try and hit a lands here? We won the green block matchup.
Time for a drink. I will spare you this time.
2, 5, 6, 7. If we draw a land next turn, we can go Ritual of Soot plus Cruelty to kill the Bellhaunt. We got one more Ritual of Soot in my deck. But then that means I die to the Bellhaunt, right? Maybe I should have conceded there to not show them that card. That's probably the case. Things definitely did not line up well for us there. The what's it called? The Sorin off the top kind of dumpstered us. Should we have scorned the hero? No. We just weren't winning the game once they took our Ritual of Soot, which probably means I should have conceded. What do I want to cut? Can I get this and my tier 2 to go to blue-black fairies? Yeah, definitely Owl Knight. 10 out of 10. How do they sideboard here? I have no idea. The opponent's deck is not an established archetype. So it's kind of hard to predict what they're going to do when we don't really know what cards they're playing. I think Narset's fine here. I have no idea, Novichip. Don't have any experience with that. I do think that Tyrant Scorn's a pretty big upgrade for them. So it's like a good removal spell that they can play that triggers hero. Yeah, I responded to you earlier, Fudwunker. Liliana's removal is not a guaranteed answer. It's a card that will frequently just kill their worst creature and not their Carnage Tyrant. Sure, but if I drew the Ritual of Soot, Fritzy, I could have just bounced it on my turn too, so there's no difference. I still have the out of Ritual of Soot without bouncing it on their turn.
Mind involved with thoughtfulness before action.
The deck been running really well, actually. Been super happy that we had so far. We just got beat up a little bit here due to a timely Sorin top deck, but other than that, running really good.
I have just the trick for
Thought
this.
Erasure. I think that's probably good at this point. I'm going to 1-for-1 this Ritual of Soot because it's resource efficient. I also want to save Obnix's Cruelty for exiling Seraph, whatever it's called, the 4/3 Angel. Land. Guess I should have been more specific. I haven't played a lot of Esper controls, so I don't really have a good direct comparison there. No blocks.
Such violence is upsetting.
Hey, Yeti, thanks for the tip. Land. Ding, ding, ding. I want to thank you for the content. I've been brewing a deck and sent it on Discord, forgetting about the stream and hope you have a chance to look it after you, but thank you because you've helped me through a lot of depression with your stream, so I'm glad you're feeling better. It might be a little bit before I get to your deck because I have a bunch of work that I have to do post-stream usually, but I will definitely get to it. Why take Angel over Soren when Soren can -4 and get the Angel? I guess that's a good point. Go up or Soren will kill it. Also a good point. I also don't really want to down tick and like, they just get the hero back, right? Welcome to the party. I don't know if this is good enough. I think on the draw, I want more removal. I'm gonna put these cast downs in. Need to kill hero and thief on the draw. I don't know. If you asked me to like make up random numbers, I'd say we're probably 90+% to win that game from there. Opponent probably inclined to agree with that concession. Deal. Double answer to hero / thief is good against the Thought Erasure deck. Let me get to gas up here a little bit. I've been really impressed with this card. Been a good one so far. Bye, Felicia. Get to go tapped land, Scorn your next thing. Untapped land, start Chemister's Inciting. Gonna dodge Soren here is one of their better plays. Deal. My hand's great. Still long end game. This card is very, very good. Having a definitive best two mana removal spell is super powerful. And like, if they're just sitting here on counter spells, Chemister's Insight's the perfect type of card to have, so it's just gonna let us power through them. I'm actually gonna play Blast Zone here, because I didn't draw any actions. This way, if they drop like a 2 or 3 mana threat, I can just crank this up and kill it with it.
For me. This looks like a fun new toy.
Kefnet is okay against the Angel. This does have Death Touch. Like this gets Death Touch, like they trade. Definitely not like bad, but I don't know that I'd be hesitant to call it good. They just attacked me by mistake. Deal. That has to be they also have Vraska's Contempt. If they don't have Vraska's Contempt, that has to be a misclick, right?
Good help is easy to find in war.
D-Spark. I did not board in any counter spells, so that's fine.
Death won't conquer me so easily.
That feels a little bad. I was hoping obviously to draw a card there. Emails for the top 1,000 are out. I was ranked 167 in April. Yay! I think I was going to take this hit here. Because, like, these Chemister's Insights give me a chance to trigger this on their turn, too. So it seems pretty valuable. I'm going to make them burn a removal spell on this if they want to get rid of it. That seems pretty good. Well, I mean, the rank thing was, that was an objective measure, right? I just do this. I think I just do this. This might be like skirting my health total a little bit too low. Man, I should have left black up, huh? Yeah, that was a big mistake, actually. I should have tapped the Blast Zone. I could have Ritual of Sooted there. It's actually like a pretty big mistake. Although I guess then they'd know about it. They wouldn't do this. If they hit a removal spell for this, we're going to be in trouble here because I flooded so much. That is unbelievably brutal. It's like the single best draw on their deck. I decline because they're about to hit me with Thief. Alright, so I do this, which lets them draw a card, unfortunately. But if I, like, play Ugin and shoot this, they get to kill Ugin with Thief, which I think is not good. I think the plan here is cast down. And then Chemister's Insight. Like, hope for the best.
Putrid, but effective.
Alright. Like, multiple spells in a turn. The top of their deck's been much kinder than the top of our deck. Perfect. That is phenomenal. Alright, and now unfortunately, I have to give up Ugin, but I think I just need to get rid of her. Like I have the Chemister's Insight left over. It's like I'm technically ahead here. I have Blast Zone in play too to eventually clean something up. Wow, they're contempting him instead of attacking for 2. That's super aggressive. I guess they know that we're favored the longer we go. Well, the season didn't end at the end of the day either. The season ended in the middle of the day, General. Holy crap. Magic's a low variance game. Alright, so we kill this. And then they plus, I crank this up and answer Sorin. I don't know, General. And like one of the questions I get is of like, did we actually flood? So I've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4 lands in my bin. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19. So there's been 19 lands in 37 cards. So I guess we're a little bit above average, right? It's probably not even that far above average. So we're 19 out of 26 and 2/3 of our deck. How far above 2/3 of our land are we?
My bloodlust was not quenched.
Ha! Joke's on you. Now my opponent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've only had 8 lands in 24 cards, so I don't think we're actually flooding so much as the opponent's just like running good. So like we're pretty close to our average. Oh, should I have fielded them? Did they leave a card on top? No, they surveilled away, right? If they'd have left on top, I should have fielded them. I'm gonna hold on to some of these now because I have another Commence the Endgame in my deck, and I would like a bigger token. I should just do this now, right? I could like a Kefnet. Or that, I guess. This is probably a blank. It's a blank or a removal spell, one of the two. Bet this is a removal spell. I'm going to leave the Contempt on top of my deck. Just need every answer possible. I guess I don't really need to hold lands anymore. Am I all through all 3 insights? I'm through all 3 insights. Yeah, I have no reason to hold lands anymore. No, I only play 3 insights, and they're all over here. This is probably just a land. I wonder if they hit 3 lands in a row. That would be funny if they did. I'm gonna hold on to this because if they have counter spells, I want to play this before I play a threat. Or like clear removal spell with a thief or something. We might run out of win cons, yeah. I have both my commences are gone. I have 3 thieves. I have 3 thieves, a Kefnet. How many Ugins am I through? 1, 2 Ugins and a Liliana. We are much deeper into our deck. Oh, you know what? I should have left that there because Ugin might deck me.
By the designs of an elder dragon.
Oh, they have Contempt. All right. Yep.
Death comes for you. Secrets manifest before you.
Everything worked out. Brick. Brick! 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 Brick, no! Whew! Whew! Alright, let's do it. Alright, little thief. Alright, they should have left that land there because thief was gonna hit them. Alright, give me a counter spell. Alright, almost a Doomblade, go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that. All right. Yep. All right, I'm done. We're going to move on to the last deck of the day. We did win 6 in a row, though. We did win 6 in a row. Would like the record to reflect that we cleared 6 in a row. We started at the rank floor, and now we're here. And this next deck's probably going to put us all the way back down to the rank floor. Thoughts on this? We did not play against Esper Control or Wilderness Reclamation. I thought about both of those things while building this deck, but by no means are we a guarantee to beat them. We have tools that are reasonable there, but I don't know that they're guaranteed to slog through. Liliana seems reasonable. I think I should have included these to start. We've got one in the main and one in the sideboard. I think they're good as additional threats. I think Ugin is great. I've seen a lot of other people that have been down on this card, and I think this card single-handedly makes a 2-color control deck like this potentially fine. Just like having the ability to slog through enchantments and stuff like that is huge. What kind of porn does she watch that includes bricks, Mega? That's the real question. Opinion on Kefnet himself. I was actually really impressed with Kefnet. His stat line is really good. Being a giant roadblock that doesn't die to Ritual of Soot was really good. The fact that our deck is kind of threat light and he's a very resilient threat that can keep poking his ugly head back up seemed reasonable. There's a reason why you use Soot instead of Cry in this deck in particular. Yeah, I think Ritual of Soot's the better sweeper on average. I know it's a little bit more expensive, but like, go back and watch the match where we played against Sultai and watch this card kill giant Wild Growth Walkers and Jade Light Rangers and Hydroid Crisises. I think Ritual of Soot is the card that I want. All right. This is definitely the deck of the day and probably my new favorite for the format. I'm probably going to get some artwork done up to put this one on the site. I like what this is doing. But that means you would recommend Soot over Cry in every deck. I'd recommend Soot over Cry if you want a sweeper for Sultai. I think which sweeper you want depends on what you want that slot to do and what decks you're sideboarding that sweeper for. All right, we got to cut the line for a Temur Ral Finale combo deck. Ral goes infinite with -2 and Finale tutoring Naru over and over again. That's hilarious. That's awesome. Wow, that's really awesome actually. Holy crap, is this deck not gonna suck? This deck might not actually suck. So just like Ral Finale for 4, get this, combo kills them. Well, I haven't heard anybody talking about it. All right, I really need to run to the restroom really quick. When I get back, I'll explain what the combo is and maybe look at the details here really quick. But I need to run to the bathroom before we do that. I've been live for almost 10 hours.